Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to share my full hands-on review of the Waykar 80 Pints Energy Star Dehumidifier, model JD025CE80. This is the unit I've been using consistently over the past several months in my home, particularly in my basement and some large rooms, and I feel like now is the perfect time to share everything I've experienced with it, the good, the minor annoyances, and why I think it's one of the most efficient home appliances I've added recently. First off, let's talk about capacity. This model is rated to cover spaces up to 5,000 square feet. That's a serious amount of coverage, and in practice, I've found it to be very effective. My basement alone is about 1,200 square feet, and this unit had no trouble bringing down the humidity from 75% to around 45% within just a few hours of running it on high mode. I also used it in our open concept living room and dining area upstairs, which combined are around 2,000 square feet, and the results were equally impressive. You can actually feel the difference in air quality: less dampness, fewer musty smells, and overall a more comfortable environment. One feature I genuinely appreciate is the built-in humidity control. You can set your desired humidity level anywhere between 30% and 80%, and the dehumidifier will automatically cycle on and off to maintain that range. I usually keep mine set around 45% in the basement, and it holds that number quite steadily. The built-in sensor seems accurate, and the digital control panel is easy to navigate, even for someone who is not particularly tech-savvy. It's got a simple layout with big buttons and a clear LED display that tells you current humidity, mode, and timer settings. Now, speaking of the water collection system, you've got two options here. The first is using the built-in 1.14-gallon water tank, and the second is hooking up the included 3.3-foot drain hose for continuous drainage. I started out using the tank just to see how often it would fill up. In humid conditions, it fills up in roughly 6 to 8 hours. The tank is super easy to slide out, empty, and pop back in, and it has a built-in handle which makes it mess-free. But once I started using it daily, I switched over to the continuous drain option, especially in the basement. I connected the hose, placed the other end near a floor drain, and now I don't have to think about it at all. The switch between modes was simple: literally just plug in the hose and the machine recognizes it automatically. Noise is another thing a lot of people worry about with dehumidifiers, and I'm happy to report that the Waykar is very quiet. It's not silent, I mean, it's a machine with a fan, but on the low setting, it's barely noticeable. I've had it running in a guest bedroom and nobody complained. On high speed, there's a gentle hum, but nothing disruptive. It's definitely quieter than older models I've tried in the past. If you're using it in a living area or while sleeping, the low mode is absolutely fine. Another thing I really like is how portable the unit is. For something that handles such a large space, it's not heavy or bulky. It's got 4 smooth rolling caster wheels and a retractable top handle, which makes it super easy to move around. I've wheeled it from room to room without any hassle, even down and up a short flight of stairs. The build quality feels solid, and the design is clean and modern enough that it doesn't look out of place in a room. The 24-hour timer function is a nice bonus too. I've set it to run during off-peak energy hours to save on electricity, and it starts and stops exactly when it's supposed to. You can set it to turn off after a certain number of hours or delay the start, super helpful if you don't want it running while you're not home. Now let's talk about energy efficiency. This unit is Energy Star certified, which was one of the reasons I picked it. Running a dehumidifier every day can definitely increase your energy bill, but with this model, I haven't seen any major spike. It uses energy wisely and doesn't run constantly. It's smart enough to turn off when the target humidity is reached and kick back in only when needed. One feature I didn't expect to appreciate as much as I do is the auto defrost and self-drying modes. In cooler months, I noticed a lot of units tend to frost up and stop working, but this one automatically kicks into defrost mode if the coils get too cold. It also runs a quick self-drying cycle when you power it down, which helps prevent mold or bacteria buildup inside the machine. That's a thoughtful touch that extends the unit's lifespan and keeps it fresh inside. Maintenance is pretty simple too. The air filter is washable and easy to remove. I clean it about once every 2 weeks since I'm using it daily. Keeping that filter clean ensures it runs efficiently and doesn't clog up with dust or pet hair. I should also mention the safety features. There's an automatic shut off when the tank is full, and the unit beeps and shows a full icon on the display. Plus, it won't start unless the tank is properly seated, which is a good detail if you have kids around or tend to forget small things like that. As for durability, I've been running it almost daily for around 6 to 8 hours, sometimes longer, and it's held up like a champ. No rattling noises, no error messages, no weird behavior. It feels reliable and well made. And the customer support experience has been positive as well. I reached out once just to clarify a setup question, and they were responsive and helpful. That gave me even more confidence in the brand. Overall, if you're looking for a powerful, smart, and energy-efficient dehumidifier for a basement, large room, or even your entire floor, the Waykar 80 Pints Energy Star Dehumidifier is absolutely worth it. It works consistently, it's easy to use, and it's built with features that genuinely make life easier, not just flashy add-ons. Whether you're dealing with excess humidity, musty smells, mold prevention, or just want to maintain a healthy air environment, this unit checks all the boxes. Click the link below for the best price, and let me know in the comments if you've tried it or have any questions I can help with. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.